Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Scales of the Soul. If you're new here, welcome in my beautiful creators, and for all of my continued supporters, welcome back. I appreciate you guys. Hope everyone is having a fantastic day, night, afternoon, whenever this may find you. These will be timeless readings, so whenever they do cross your path is when they're meant to. As with any reading, take what resonates, leave behind what does not. So today we're going to get into a pick a card, and we're going to look into the love energy surrounding you. Current thoughts and feelings of your love interest, the person on your mind. Could be soulmate, could be twin flame, could be separation. I don't know. We're going to let the cards decide that. So that being said, if you guys would like to book a personal reading, my website is down below in the description box, scalesofthesoul.com. So if you want to book a personal reading with me, I offer all different timelines of readings and different intricacies of readings. So take a look around, check it out, see if anything calls to you. I've also been hopping on live as much as I possibly can this month in the essence of paying it forward. So also hopping on and doing some pull a card readings on there as well. And yeah, I appreciate you guys and your continued support. So that being said, go ahead and tune in for a moment. We're going to go with various decks that we have going on here. So if you want to take a breath and tune into each deck, we have pile one with what is this? The Fuego. Let me find it. Hold on. This is the Fuego Tarot, I believe. Where is the box? Yes, it is. So, we have pile number one with the Fuego Tarot. Okay, pile number one. We have pile number two with the Marigold Tarot. Pile number two. We have pile number three with the, Pulp Tarot. Pulp Tarot number three. These guys. And then we have pile number four with the Hush Tarot. So, tune in once again, piles 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I will have some timestamps linked below for you to skip ahead to whatever pile that you feel pulled to. And perhaps you feel pulled more than one. So feel free. There may be some crossover energies. There may be some messages that you may need to hear on multiple piles. So feel free to view either of them or any of them or all. All right, guys. So with that being said, let's get into your readings. Hello, pile number one. You guys chose the Fuego Tarot. This is your reading. I'm going to go ahead and say, based on the imagery of the deck that you chose, this is a sacred union. This is a sacred relation that you are inquiring about. There's definitely a very passionate connection that the two of you share. Or I'm also hearing maybe it's not just two of you. There may be, that's very interesting. There may be even polyamory a little bit. There may be multiple partners that everybody kind of has the equal feelings towards one another. That's not going to be for everybody, but that may be for some of you. So let's see, what energies do we have for pile number one and their person of interest? They may be a fire sign, the person that you're inquiring about. Just based on these cards. Let's see what we got. So, Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Knave of Swords. Let's see what else we got here in reverse. We got the Sun, Nine of Pentacles, and one more for me. Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay. So I'm going to just go ahead and say, what's interesting is at the center we have the Sun. So I'm going to go ahead and say in the heart space, there is a beautiful warmth that you do share with this person. However, on either sides, we have these sevens mirroring one another. So we have thoughts and what it is that you are placing your value on kind of contradicting one another. Seven of Pentacles here, it's, where are you walking on fire or breaking your wings or asking to be valued? Taking into account those places in which maybe you feel like you've kind of had to make yourself smaller in some ways, they're saying. Because you shouldn't have to do that in a relationship. I am feeling like for some of you, this is a separation. This is definitely a separation type of energy. I'm not sure that it's no contact, though. I think that there's definitely still absolutely energetic inquiries or energetic pulling. Definitely feeling that. But yeah, there's for sure some turbulence happening. There's some, I don't know, I'm hearing volatile interactions, especially with this Nine of Pentacles here. It's like she's sliced open and she's got all these bleeding scars from her bleeding heart, which is interesting. Or he, I can't really tell. Which is interesting because, again, it's, all of the value is, it's interesting, actually, this card. It's like all these coins, the pentacles, have actually sliced through her outer body and into the depths of her soul, or his soul. I don't know. I'm feeling very feminine energy with this card. Yeah, it's like you're beginning to realize the value that you hold within, that it's not just superficial and it's not just external. It is deep within you, what you do hold and what you do share with others. And I feel like this person maybe hasn't really fully recognized that with you. Especially, yeah, there's a bit of like this blindfolded essence here. And I feel like that's your energy a little bit, where you've kind of turned a blind eye to maybe some of the daggers or things that were said towards you or aimed at you. But then it's interesting because maybe some of them were actually hard truths that you needed to hear in order to have this mental growth. I'm not condoning any sort of toxicity in a relationship. However, sometimes, people are in our lives to be a mirror to show us the spaces and places in which we actually need to do better, heal from. Because in the center, like I said, we have the Sun card here. And it's a very mirrored essence. It's like you can tune in and have that, that childlike connection. There's definitely a healing that is happening between the two of you if you are in separation within this distance. There is a higher connection that is getting sorted out, and those of you that are in separation, this needed to happen in order for the great illumination to happen within your heart, with the growth that needed to happen within your heart. This is an interesting energy. It doesn't feel... For me, it doesn't feel like it's over at all, by any means. There's definitely a lot of passion and like magnetic pull that I'm feeling. There's definitely a magnetism with your souls wanting to connect or integrate even deeper. I'm definitely feeling for this pile, though, that this is mostly, the majority of you are in separation right now. And it hasn't been easy. Of course not. There's definitely been a lot of mental challenge moving forward, but again, you're finding that strength. And what's interesting too is these are both the reverse cards, and there's like a blindfold on both their eyes. I don't know if you can see that, but there's blindfold on both their eyes. So where are you not seeing the strength within yourself to communicate what you need to communicate in order to feel strong, to feel confident, to feel, like you are the crown jewel, the princess, the prize, the prince, whatever it may be. I feel like you're learning that in this separation, that it is important for you to claim your value and to stand proudly of what you do have to offer and heal the aspects of yourself that make you, make you be in this sort of low confidence type of energy, they're saying. Interesting. Okay, so let's get a couple more cards on this. Let's see if we could get some. Let's get messages of love here. What do we have? What does pile number one's person, what are their current feelings towards pile number one? What are their current feelings towards pile number one? I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you are new to my channel, I would just really appreciate it if you liked and subscribed. That would be fantastic. And I hope to continue to see you guys here. So let's see what we got going on. You know, I just started a Vimeo, so I think I'm probably going to end up taking these readings to an extended, which will give you a more in-depth read on what it is that your person really is thinking, because it's a smaller collective over there, and I can tune in deeper to the energies for the smaller collective, so it's more personal. Let's see what we got. So pile number one's person. How are their current feelings towards pile number one? Ooh. By lying, I ripped us apart. Dishonesty. Yeah, there's some, like I was saying, like there's some hidden truths of being blinded by, I don't know, just not being forthright and forthcoming. And I hate to say it, pile number one, but I feel like this might be a little bit of you not being fully honest with what it is that you want. No, it says I, but responsibilities. Having to take care of my financial and emotional needs. This can go back to that Seven of Pentacles. You know, there could be a bit of financial challenge that maybe your person's a little uneasy in where their finances are. And they want to have the ability to spoil you, I'm hearing. Interesting. They want to have the ability to spoil you, but it's almost like it became expected in some ways, rather than, you know, appreciated. What else for pile number one here? Inseparable. Yeah. Our love is always there despite the distance. So definitely feeling separation energies. But again, this goes back to that sun card for me, where it's very reflective of the connection that you do have. There is, I'm going to push these guys up and throw these down here. Yeah, it's very reflective of the energy that you guys do have with one another, the connection that you do have with one another. But there definitely is some healing that needs to take place in order for you to come back together even stronger. There's a bit of patience and a bit of, sorry, I needed to take a sip of water. My throat's really blocked right now. Really dry, which hasn't happened until I started reading this. So again, that's telling me throat chakra blockage. There's been some reservation on speaking your truth, on being totally honest, on being totally expressive. Why is that? I want to know why that is. Let's go naked truth. Let's see. Why is that? What's this about? I mean, there's undoubtedly a deep connection here. But like I said, I'm not happy in my current situation and miserable without you. Your person misses you. No doubt about that. But they're having, I'm used to getting my way, but you put me in my place. I gotta say, you know, for some of you pile one that's actually viewing and tuning in, I think it's kind of you that maybe needed to take a chill pill. I know I'm probably going to get some fire for that one. Don't come at me. But I think it's kind of like you needed to be put in your place a little bit, you know, in order to really see the true value. The grass wasn't greener. I regret my actions. I'm a fool. For some of you, you know, the person that you're with, or that you're thinking about, that's on your mind, they may have left because, you know, they thought that they weren't receiving fully what they wanted with you, and this distance is now showing you how you need to show up for yourself, most importantly, but for this connection as well. And they're realizing how important this connection is, and there's definitely a willingness to work through the challenges. There's a willingness to evolve. There's a willingness to have a closer union with this person. Let's get a few more, and then I'm going to close this one out. And you know what? I am going to take it to an extended. So if I can figure that out, I will link it below. Let's see. Because I want to know more. I want to know why. What's going on with this person? I don't know. This just told me to cut the deck. We got the Orphan and the Heart. Interesting, but the Heart came out in reverse. There's abandonment issues for sure. Definite abandonment issues. Some of you may be anxious attachment style, I'm feeling, especially with this Heart in reverse. There's for sure, yeah, there's definitely a feeling of abandonment, you know, with the Orphan card here. Some of you may have come from that type of upbringing. Maybe you were adopted, or, you know, like you really didn't have like a strong family, or your person didn't. But there's definitely this transformation that is happening with the connection that you do share. With the snake here and this beautiful hand reaching out to like the only color piece in this photo, this beautiful flower. It's like this delicate reaching out. And maybe that's what this approach needs to be when you do, you know, go back to connect with this person. A bit of just having a delicate reception, a delicate action towards them. Having a little bit more patience and understanding. Yeah, because then we have the Heart, but it came out in reverse, which I usually don't read these cards in reverse, but I feel like that's very important for this pile. Yeah, there's definitely, both of your hearts are flipped upside down right now. They're both flipped upside down. But there is a union coming. This card, it's interesting because these little rings always stand out to me in this card. And that to me is like the sacred union. Like, I'm not saying marriage necessarily. For some of you, it could lead there, absolutely. But it's a commitment. It's a recommitment to honoring one another in your own individual aspects, but also having the ability to come together and have this cosmic union, this beautiful reconnection. All right, guys, so pile number 1, that is your reading. I am, like I said, I'm going to try to take this to an extended. I'm just figuring out Vimeo, so bear with me. If I do, then that link will be down below in the description box if you want to go a little bit more in depth of how to approach your person when you do reconnect, and how to move forward and heal even deeper within this connection so you have a stronger binding connection. All right, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate you, and I will see you on the next one. Bye. Hi, pile 2. If you chose the Marigold Tarot, this is your reading. Hope everyone's having a beautiful day or night whenever you're tuning in. So let's get into it. I'm getting a very, I don't know. I'm actually getting a very calm energy with this pile. For some of you, I feel like this may be like the early stages of a connection with somebody. I don't know. This feels very early on. However, it does feel rather soulmate type energy. Like you have a soul recognition, I would say, is really what I'm getting right off the tip with this group. Let's see what we got though. What is group 2? Their person. Page of Rings in reverse. 8 of Swords. Knight of Rings. The Hanged Man. Okay. And 4 of Wands. Huh. Cool. I like this energy. Let's see. So, I'm going to go ahead and say, you know, we got the Page of Rings and the Knight of Rings. And met in the middle by the 8 of Swords. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say with the Page of Rings in reverse, that to me is telling me, right, exactly what I said. Like, this seems very fresh. This seems very new. It's not something that has fully developed yet. There's definitely a lot to be learned about one another. Deeply intellectual connection. Eight of Swords. There is a little bit of reservation, I will say. I feel like both of you have maybe just come out of something and just recently met each other and are a little bit on the reservation side of whether or not to fully open up your hearts again. But this person continues to kind of show up and be, I don't know, this person's definitely showing up more than you a little bit, I guess, as far as the confidence within the possibility of connection. And you're both showing each other a completely different perspective on relationships and connections. And you're seeing things from a very different view, which is making you even more curious about this connection. I will say, again, with this Four of Wands, it's a solid foundation. A lot of beauty in this connection. There's going to be so many blessings that come out of this. Whether or not it ends up fully romantic or platonic, there's definitely a soul recognition here. This is a very soulmate energy. For some of you, I am feeling like it may just be more platonic down the line, but it's going to be like somebody that will be in your life for ever or for a very long, extensive chapter of your life. But then on the other hand, for some of you, it is very much so a deeply romantic relationship. Beautiful growth, beautiful just awareness. Like this person shows you how to, and you too, actually, like you both definitely give the same type of energy to one another where you see this person, like you truly see this person, and this person really sees you as well, like in your full naked truth, which is funny because I have that I have that deck pulled out, but we're gonna get into that one as well. But yeah, I'm feeling like you both really show each other the beautiful parts of yourself that maybe you each have insecurities about, and that's kind of what you're both drawn to within one another. You know, it's interesting because the people that are not meant to, but the people that really make the biggest impact in our lives are the ones that embrace our vulnerabilities and cradle them and allow them the space to be seen, heard, felt, healed, nurtured. And I feel like that's definitely what this relationship is. This connection that you share with this Persian. Oh, they may be Persian. I don't know. It's possible for some of you. They may be of that descent as well. But yeah, I mean, it feels like a very nurturing relationship. It feels very comfortable, very calm, very serene. Like there's never any question really about how this person feels, because it's just like this innate knowing that you both share with one another, whether or not it's communicated, which is also going to be something important. Communication. I think you're both going to teach each other how to communicate, not always necessarily with words, but by the way that you show up for one another. Beautiful. This is excellent energy. This is fantastic for you guys. Let's go into Messages of Love Oracle here. Let's see what we got. For pile number 2, what can you tell me about this person on their mind, this connection? Overwhelmed. I'm stressed from this. It's draining me. Interesting. I feel like that's maybe, like I said, I feel like both of you kind of got out of something recently, and that's what kind of put you in that space. This feels very previous energy to me. This doesn't feel with you. Or maybe, maybe either of you are going through a very overwhelming time in your life, but I don't think it's this connection, and you bring that comfort to this person to express and to, I don't know, like the ability for them to feel overwhelmed, allowing them the space, like saying, hey, it's okay if you're overwhelmed. Like, I hear you. I'm here to listen. I'm here to support you. And I don't know that this person's really ever had that in previous connections. Conversation. Yeah. I want to call you and hear your voice. There's definitely, yeah, there's a curiosity that you both share. You're both very drawn to one another. You're both very curious about the other person. You really like spending time. Like their voice is comforting. They may even have a very distinct sounding voice, and it really, I don't know. They're interesting. Oh, spirit, thanks. Yeah, they may have a very lulling type of voice to where it's almost like it gets ingrained in your subconscious and they hear it, or you hear it rather. You hear it kind of overplaying throughout your day. For some of you, you may have met this person before and they're coming back in. It may have been platonic before and now it's coming back as more of an intimate relationship. You may have met this person on vacation in like a very fleeting moment type of thing, but it was that soul recognition where like you looked at each other and you're like, no, I know you. Like I've met you before. It was that type of energy. And now they're kind of kicking themselves like, dang, I should have acted on that when I had the chance. But I'm also hearing, right time, right place, but sometimes that doesn't always play out in that timeline. Sometimes it takes a parallel timeline for it to come back together and reconnect. What else? Give me one more, spirit. Reveal. I want to tell you the truth. Yeah, I think this person's like really on the brink of expressing their truth to you, expressing how they feel. This is a very sacred union. Also, this window is really standing out to me. The stained glass window. Stained glass, specifically. You may have even met in church. You may have met in a very sacred place. Or they've even been praying. There's been prayers to bring you back into their lives, or prayers. I'm hearing unanswered prayers. There may have been prayers to kind of call forth your energy again. Maybe not you specifically, but the type of energy that they have been manifesting if you haven't met. And now maybe both have been praying for one another or meditating, or asking, manifestations or the universe to bring this energy to you. And the truth is about to be revealed. The light is about to go on. Stained glass, though, there may have been, I don't know, you may meet this person walking by a stained glass art museum or walking by a church, or you may have met in either of those things. Or you or this person may even be a stained glass artist. It's very specific, but I don't know, it's really standing out to me. And also, if you have a grandfather that's passed on, I'm just going to say this, they're working behind the scenes to connect you to this energy, the energy that you do deserve and you do desire. Beautiful. I love that. Thanks, grandpas. Thanks, grandpas. We appreciate you. All right, let's get a few more for you. Let's get some archetype cards. If you guys haven't already and you are new to this channel, please hit that like button and subscribe. I would really, really appreciate the support. Let's see what we got. Okay. Well, this just flipped over. Hold on one second, guys. They all just ran away from me, but we got the Eros card flipped over in a giant pile of them. I'm not going to take all of them, but Eros is kind of the, a bit of the erotic card, I guess, in some ways you could say. Okay. I'm just going to I'm going to look at all of them, but I'm only going to take a few. You know what? No, I'm going to take them all, which I never do. I never do this, you guys. I don't take, wow. I never take this many cards. This is insane. I love this reading though. Okay. Hold on, I'm flipping them all around so they're all interesting. For some of you, you may get pregnant with this person. You may have a baby with this person. Or that could mean, you create something beautiful with this person. Doesn't necessarily have to mean a physical incarnation. But For some of you, yeah, I don't know. You may have, you may be pregnant. You may get pregnant with this person. And then for others of you, I'm really seeing that you're holding this, you guys create this beautiful vision together. Wow, this is quite the, okay. If you can't see them, we have the healer, the seed, the vision, the one, the warrior, and the heart. And it's interesting because these are all the cards for the archetypes. It's not just like an energetic archetype. So yeah, this person really envelops all of the things, all of these that you are asking for. You want them to be certain types of ways. This person is showing up as all of the things that you've been asking for. They're going to heal you. They're going to help you plant seeds. You may even plant a seed together. You know, they clear the vision for you. They clear what you couldn't see, which was what was once blurry for you. For some of you, they may be the one. They may be the person that you spend the rest of your life with. And then we have the warrior. They will protect and provide and, you know, make sure that you're safe. There's a definite level of, yeah, protection, safety. And especially with your heart space. This person wants to be the healer of your heart, to hold it in the sacred space, to, yeah, to just provide. It's really cool. They're showing me like a heart within a womb. Again, pregnancy, I'm telling you. Some of y'all are going to get pregnant with this person. So if you're not expecting that and you're not planning for it, or you just be caution. Be caution, because you're going to have some really deeply connected, beautiful, you know, erotic time. Bow chicka bow wow time. Can't really say that on YouTube, but you know what I mean. So if you're not prepared to have an actual physical baby, just be aware that that is what is in the cards for you in the future, should you want that. But yeah, they're showing me a heart within a womb, and it's like this glowing heart, and it's just so warm, and it just feels like this just beautiful hug, this beautiful, like I just want to wrap myself in a blanket of this feeling. It feels so good. So pile 2. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. You know what? It was worth the wait, I'm going to say for you. It was worth the wait to find this connection for you guys. I just started a Vimeo. I'm going to probably take these to an extended if I can figure it out. That link will be down below. They're really cool because they are more of an intimate reading, because it's a smaller collective, so I can really tune in deeper to these energies. So yeah, if you're interested and you want to learn a little bit more about how this plays out, this energy, then go ahead and check out that link below. All right, pile number 2. I will see you guys hopefully in the extended, but if not, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. If you picked the Pulp Tarot, then this is your reading. I'm going to go ahead and say, starting off, this card was stuck on the other cards, which is the Page of Pentacles. So the message that I got with that is to make sure that you are holding value within yourself and being, just being like a level of confidence, being an independent person. I'm not saying that you are going to be single, but there's a certain level of independence that is necessary to recognize before we get into this reading. I think some of y'all are in your boss mode right now, boss bitch mode, boss mode. Some of y'all are really just kind of focused in on yourself. And by doing more of that, you're actually going to draw in more of this soul connection with whatever it is that you are sending out to the world. So let's get into it. Let's see what the cards have to say for you, pile number 3. How y'all doing? Hope everyone is having a good time, you know? Comment down below. Let me know what's going on in your life, your world. Let me know how this reading ends up resonating for you. Let's see what we got. Thank you so much for tuning in and continued support on this channel. Let's see what we got. So for pile number 3, what is the soulmate energy? Yeah, you're setting down old burdens. You're setting down old limitations. You're really, I don't know. Let's see what else we got. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, you're really stepping into, for some of you, you're really going to step into a lot more financial abundance, but also just abundance in general. Eight of Pentacles. Huh. And what else? A lot of Pentacle card. We have the Page of Pentacles coming in and the Empress, but in reverse. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of financial abundance coming your way. And I think it's, it's really coming from your independence and your ability to just really grind down and focus in on your business, on your whatever corporate I'm hearing, but whatever sorry, they're saying so many things right now. Whatever career endeavor it is that you're focused on right now, keep at it. Keep at it, because you're, like I said, you're setting down old limiting beliefs. You're setting down things that used to restrict you, and you're stepping into this, like, this powerhouse of energy. Kind of in that, like, not giving an F type of energy. Like, all my kings and queens out there, y'all are just, like, really stepping into, like, I know myself and I'm going to walk confidently because I know all the things that I've accomplished. I'm no longer going to, self-deprecate or, put myself down or think that I can't achieve something, because everything is possible. And I think you're really beginning to see that. You're stepping away from this 10 of Wands energy of lack and of carrying all of these, the weight of the world on your shoulders, or carrying all these old burdens or these old stories or limitations. You're setting that all down. You're leaving that behind you and stepping into this abundance. For some of you, this may be a new business venture that you're stepping into, and you may meet your person through this. I'm seeing very independent, so for sure I'm feeling like you guys are absolutely more of the single type energy tuning into this reading. And I don't know that I think you're curious about love and you want to draw that in, but you're kind of realizing how important the soulmate energy is within yourself, and that you need to accomplish what it is that you need to accomplish in order to pull in that energy towards you. Because we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Empress in reverse here. And that's telling me, don't forget to nurture yourself. For some of you, you may meet, I don't know, you need to, your next adventure or endeavor financially for business, maybe an artist, and you maybe have like doubted that for a long time. Maybe something in the creative field, and you're kind of figuring out the niche because you've stayed with it, but you're like reinventing the wheel a little bit. Because yeah, then we also have this Empress energy in reverse, and the Empress is the mother. She's the mama, the hot mama of the tarot. And I feel like you lost that essence about yourself a little bit for a while, but you're stepping back into it. You're now choosing to nurture yourself. You're choosing to create, more of the life that you want. And, it being in reverse, though, I will say as well, it kind of lends a hand to tuning into more of the divine masculine aspects of yourself, which is confidence, which is, it's not strictly for divine masculines, but it's, it's that confident action taking, disciplinary, like being very disciplined in your day-to-day choices that you make, being consistent. I think you're kind of stepping away from being, and I don't know, they're saying damsel in distress for some of you, or being, kind of that person that would self-sabotage and being like, nah, like I'm gonna make things happen for me because nobody else is gonna do it but me, and I want to prove this to myself, and by doing so, you are drawing in more like-minded energies that will align and meet you at that timeline. You know, I think for some of you too, like this is an interesting like relationship soulmate read, because I feel like for a lot of you as well, like you are kind of leaving behind old friendships that like just don't vibrate at the same level. Like you may have been surrounded in kind of the fast-paced life of wanting to, party and experience life and have fun and do all that stuff, and that's been great, but you're now like realizing those energies they don't hold the same vision. If you want to really be abundant and wealthy, hang out with people that are smarter than you, that are more successful than you, that influence you for good choices, that um, you know, promote growth. And I feel like this is the stage that you're in, especially with this Ace of Pentacles in your heart space, in your heart center. It's this new idea, this new sense of value that you are holding within yourself. You're about to have this glow up. I'm telling you, you're about to have an insane glow up. And I wouldn't be surprised if you have eligible people flocking towards you. Flocking towards you. Definitely feeling though like you guys are the single crew. You are the single crew of this pick a card, which there's nothing wrong with that. Date yourself for a while. Figure out what it is that you do truly want and desire. But I will say as well, find balance. Find balance and make sure that you do take the time for yourself and you don't just fully go into the new vice of working to the extremes. Let's see. Let's get some of these guys. Let's see what we got here. What does pile number 3? What energies does pile number 3 need to tune into more in order to draw in this soulmate energy? The Fool reversed. What else? Greed reversed. Okay, this is interesting. What else? Hanged Man. Beware. Fascinating. For some of you, this is going to be very specific to few of you, but a message nonetheless that needs to be heard. For some of you, you may have been in a past relationship in which you were kind of like the prince or the princess. You were very taken care of financially. And that's what I think a lot of this independence is that you're breaking out of that belief system of somebody else needs to take care of you because it's easy and I don't need to do it myself. But now you're wanting to prove to yourself and maybe even prove to them that you can make this happen on your own. And you're going to blow your own mind, I'm hearing. Because the ability to achieve all the things that you know that you can is right on the brink of you just taking that step towards it. For some of you, you may have been in a financially controlling relationship too, where maybe, like I said, you didn't have your own financial independence and you were relying on somebody, and they kind of took advantage of you. Like they kind of used it as like a control mechanism in a way. And again, with this Hangman reverse, you're seeing things through different eyes, and you're no longer allowing that energy to repeat again, because you don't ever want to be put in that position again to where somebody else had that type of control over you or that type of hierarchy over you. Interesting. Yeah, this has a lot to do with money. This whole reading is about money and finances. And this is very specific as well. Some of you, I don't know, I just heard for some of you, you might end up dating a financial advisor or a CPA that you end up working with. Like that may be the person that you end up connecting with. That's again very specific for a few of you. Fascinating. You may get into stocks, some of you. You may already be into stocks and your investments are about to really return. Taking a leap of faith a little bit, you know, with changing up the patterns and what you've always kind of known or what you've always been used to. Let's get a couple more. Let's get some archetype cards for you guys and see what we have. What archetypes are you pulling in pile number 3? If you guys haven't already, please hit that like button and subscribe. Really would appreciate it. I'm gonna be that person that's asking for your help to help me grow on this channel. I appreciate your support. So let's see what else we have for pile 3. I made a rhyme. Let's see. We got the storm, and that literally came out. I don't know if you guys could see that. It was kind of off screen, but it came out in a tornado. Yeah, you're breaking an old pattern. You're breaking, especially over this Fool and Greed card. And for some, and the 10 of Wands, like, there was something really, really holding you back. And you know what? Like, the storm had to happen to start fresh. The storm had to happen to start fresh. And I'm glad you got out of that situation. I'm glad you're moving on from that situation. Maybe you're in that right now, but just know on the other side of it, there is a lot of abundance about to be returned to you. What else do we have for pile 3? And the gem. Yeah, see? There we go. Full circle. You are the gem. You are the gem. You are the prize. Okay? And when you like see all this, that kind of is giving me like, I don't know, it kind of looks like worms almost in like a haystack. And then the gems in the middle, you know? So don't forget the color that you bring to this world. And you may have been in a past relationship, and this is why you're saying, I'm really feeling like, yeah, you guys are definitely either freshly out of something or on your way there. And just know that you're going to be okay, and you are going to shine through brighter than you ever have before because of this change, because of this storm that had to happen. Good things on the horizon. I think, like I said, you're about to like really surprise yourself in your achievements in the next year, even next couple of months, really. But good things are coming to you. I will I just started Venmo. I just started a Vimeo, and I think I'm going to take this to an extended. If I do, that link will be down below. The extendeds are really cool because it's a little bit more of an in-depth reading for a smaller collective, so I'm able to tune more specifically into the energy. So if you want a little bit more insight on this reading and this connection, then tune into that. Hope to see you guys over there. And if not, I will see you on the next one. Thanks. Hi, pile number 4. You picked pile number 4 in the Hush Tarot. This is your reading. I hope you guys are doing well and living a beautiful, abundant life. The fact that you guys picked the Hush Tarot, I'm going to say that you may be in a no contact situation. There may be some silence right now happening. Maybe some silent treatment right now happening. But let's see. Let's look into the cards and see what they have to say. Let's see. I'm also hearing it's actually good right now for you to not be in contact. Because when you block out the barricades of noise around you, you have the ability to tune in and have more clarity within yourself. So let's see, what cards do we have here for pile number 4 and this soulmate or person on their mind? We have the Death card and the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, there's definitely a change happening. It may feel like an ending, and it may be an important ending. see. The Hermit. Yep. There we go. There's that introspection card. There's that sitting with self, gaining the, internal wisdom, not seeking it from outside. What else do we have? The Four of Cups, taking that kind of restful period, looking at what it is that you do, not being blinded by spilt milk, by the spilt cups in front of you, like seeing what is still offering. Yeah, the Tower. Okay. Yeah, you guys are definitely in a separation. Definitely in a separation. And it's been a hard one. It's been a hard one for you, for sure. Oops, that's not centered. But down the line from this, you're going to really realize why this had to happen. There's going to be an incredible lesson. I feel like this is a closing out of a cycle. This is a closing out of a pattern for you. Whether or not that's with this same person continually, I don't know. But this is definitely, I'm feeling very pattern energy of you have continued to go back to the same types of relationships or behaviors. And you're finally realizing in your heart space right here in the center, we have this Hermit, that it's time for you to really love yourself. It's time for you to deepen your commitment to yourself, to transformation, to spinning the hands of time ever in your favor. I don't know if you can see that, but there's like clock gears almost in this beautiful little owl's chest. And he's holding a snake transformation. But there's definitely a level of deepening the introspection, deepening your spiritual or religious practices, your faith, deepening your faith in growth, and your faith in change, and having a bit of gentleness in your emotional body. Rabbits, she is wearing this rabbit suit, and there's, rabbits typically represent innocence and fertility. And there's a certain essence of vulnerability that needs to happen for yourself, that you need to have with yourself, a level of gentleness, of connecting back. And really, I'm getting inner child with this, like really nurturing the inner child and recognizing what needs to be healed within your inner child. Giving that little girl or boy a voice to be heard and to be seen and felt and nurtured. I'm feeling like for quite a few of you, this was definitely this is a triggering relationship. It's been challenging, that soulmate energy. But by going through this cycle with this person, you are opening yourself up for greater opportunity, for deeper connection, for better connection. Let's see, what else is going on? This feels very karmic connection to me, if I'm being honest, that you're in this no contact with. We have hope. I haven't given up on us yet. Yeah, you're not. I don't think you're both not really ready to let go yet. But this cycle and this pattern, it's not to say that you won't end up back together. But there's definitely, this is a relationship that you are meant to break the old patterns from. This person definitely shows you those old patterns, and you show them. But this is definitely one in which you now need to grow from. Unappreciated. Felt like you didn't care. What else? I feel like that's you. I feel like you were feeling unappreciated. Shadow side. Yep. Some serious shadow work needs to happen. You made me realize my flaws. But you know what? Shadow work is so beautiful and so powerful. So fucking hard to go through sometimes. But it is one of the greatest gifts. It is quite literally the key to healing yourself. Detachment. I had to let this go so I could clear my mind. That goes back to the, this introspection and to this independence of self. What else? And self-love. Here we go. Still trying to heal. Yeah, this separation is really important. It's been hard. I can feel your heart. I can feel how heavy it's been for you. You're definitely still in this hopeful place that it will come back together, but you know, my best advice, pile number 4, is that you really need to do the inner work. You really need to focus internally on yourself and, tune into the places in which you need healing. And I think a lot of this comes from childhood wounding that maybe you haven't worked through quite yet. And this relationship and this separation is kind of, it's really pushing you closer to yourself. It's pushing you closer to moving forward, healing, moving on, finding reciprocal energies. But you really need to learn how to love yourself first and foremost. Like, you really need to heal. So take the time, to, I'm hearing dissect. They're showing me like a frog. Interesting. Take the time to really dissect the depths of your scars or your pain or your traumas. Go back to therapy. And if you can't afford therapy, start journaling, or doing, meditation, or going to the gym, or getting outside and getting some sunlight. Don't get stuck in this hermit mode where it's like this self-deprecating kind of limitation. Yeah, like you really need to, we have to walk through this. There will be beautiful blessings on the other side. There will be so much sunlight on the other side. There will be so much beauty on the other side. You just have to keep going, and you have to do this inner work in order to show up as a better version of somebody you love. I'm hearing of somebody that you love. Oh, pile number 4. I just want to give you guys a big hug. I've been here. I know it's tough. It is tough work, shadow work. But again, I will say I am so grateful for the shadow side of life sometimes, because again, it shows us, it reveals the places that we need to spend some time with and learn about in a different degree, in a healthier way. So allow yourself patience, allow yourself support. Call a friend if you're not okay. Like, call in your biggest supporters, but figure out a way to express in a proactive way, however that means for you. Let's see. Let's get some more archetype cards for you guys. Pile number 4. I just want to hug you because I know how challenging this feels, and you're not alone. I hope you know that. You are not alone. You don't have to feel alone. You're part of this beautiful community, and I appreciate you tuning in, and I see you. I feel your energy right now, and I feel it. And I just know that I love you guys. You're not alone. All right, what else do we have here? Ooh, you got the shaman. Okay, well, that's so funny because I was gonna say that. I was gonna say go see like an alternative healer. I myself am a shamanic practitioner. I have been studying shamanism and its beautiful, beautiful modalities for, gosh, how long has it been? Almost, I think, like 9 years now. Maybe even longer. But, it's the connection to spirit is what I work with. The connection to spirit, my divine guides that restore balance and healing, and, allow the energetic body to come back into alignment. I'm hearing for some of you, this is going to be like a Kundalini awakening for you, where you're really tuned into your more base level chakras, which is good because you need to kind of root down, but those are also a bit of like the lower vibration ones. But through this, you're going to learn how to tap into your higher self even deeper. You're going to tap into the higher chakras, to your intuition, to your divine team, all of the above. Perhaps, yeah, going to see a Reiki healer, a shaman, acupuncture, even just alternative forms of medicine. Go see a spiritual guru. I mean, listen, I'm not trying to promote myself, but feel free to look at my website if something calls to you. I would love to work with you guys. But if not, like, please go explore and, maybe even get into yoga or part of a meditation group, or find a sense of community through this, because support is going to be very important. Shadow work is hard. It's very hard. But I'm telling you guys, on the other side of this, you're going to meet such a beautiful version of yourself, a more empowered. Yeah, we have Anima Mundi. I love that. And this is like all of the things, all encompassing love. Like, it is all of the elements, all of the planets, spirituality, beauty, growth, love, divine connection. It's like complete fulfillment. It is all of the energies, learning how to center into yourself. I'm actually going to read this one from the book for you guys, because I feel like there may be a specific message for you in it. And if you guys haven't already, please hit that like button and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. But let's see, what do we have for Anima Mundi? LXXX. And just really, I hope you guys know that you're not alone. I really hope you know that. I guess this is the last card. Yeah, it is. It's the last card of the of this alchemy deck. Or I'm sorry, archetype deck. So, it is the soul of the world, all that is. Anima Mundi epitomizes the principle, accept all, reject none. And this being said, you guys, like, you have to accept these challenges and really embrace them for growth, for evolution of self. Simply put, it is the living soul of the world in all of its multifaceted, multidimensional layers, bonded together by loving cosmic forces. Diversity is celebrated, multiplicity is honored, and nothing is denied embrace. Constructs of separation dissipate into the wonderful mess of shared consciousness. Anima Mundi, for some of you, like, I don't know, I'm hearing for some of you, you may need to be a part of a support group. That may be something also that you should look into. Just passing on the messages. Anima Mundi is the link between the literal and the imaginal, the rational and the mythic. It is the connective fiber that makes life meaningful. This card indicates an initiation on the level of the soul. You will awaken the unique light within and witness, what did I say with this shadow work? Okay, go off, spirit. And witness how this light contributes to the radiance of the entire universe. You will sense yourself as a critical note in the cosmic orchestra. Destiny is altered as you hear enchanted melody of all living things. I love this. I'm going to actually hold this up, group number 4, if you want to do a screenshot of it. Whoops, there we go. If you want a screenshot of it, I feel like this is something that might be good for you to refer back to and just reread. There's some other cool little snippet things to ponder as well. All right, pile number 4. I'm gonna try to take these to an extended. I'm just figuring out Vimeo right now, but the extendeds are pretty cool because they tap in deeper into the energies. It's a bit of a smaller collective that tunes in, so I'm able to kind of focus in a little bit more specifically for the situations that we're reading on. So if you feel inclined and you want to, that link will be below if I ended up doing it. Otherwise, I will see you guys on the next one. I'm sending you a big hug. Love you guys.